The Savior. In a peaceful village nestled between lush green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a loyal dog named Kitty. One stormy night, the sky roared and the rain poured down in angry sheets. Lightning split the heavens, and thunder echoed through the valley. As the villagers stayed safely inside their homes, a desperate cry pierced the air. A small baby, barely a few months old, had been accidentally left in a cart near the edge of the forest during the chaos. The wind had pushed the cart down a narrow trail. Kitty, sensing something was wrong, perked up from beneath a tree. His ears twitched, and without hesitation, he bolted into the storm, following the faint cries carried by the wind. Meanwhile, high above the earth, Jesus watched the storm with gentle concern. His heart ached for the little one in danger. With a wave of his hand, a divine glow surrounded Shadow, giving him strength, courage, and a guiding light in his heart. Through mud and thorns, Kitty ran tirelessly. Finally, he found the overturned cart beside a large rock, the baby crying, soaked and cold. A pair of glowing eyes glinted from the trees. It was a wolf, drawn by the scent. Kitty stood over the baby, growling fiercely. But the wolf stepped closer. Suddenly, a soft golden light surrounded the clearing. Jesus appeared, his presence calm and strong. He gently placed his hand on Kitty's head and whispered, "You are not alone, brave one." With newfound strength, Kitty let out a deep bark. Jesus stepped between them, his eyes filled with authority and love. The wolf turned and fled, disappearing into the woods. Jesus knelt beside the baby and touched the child's forehead. "You are safe now, little one," he whispered. The baby stopped crying, warm and peaceful in the glow of divine love. Kitty lay beside the baby, wrapping his body around him to shield him from the cold. Jesus smiled and lifted them both into his arms. With every step, flowers bloomed and the storm quieted. By the time he returned them to the village, the clouds had parted and dawn broke over the hills. The villagers wept with joy and awe as Jesus gently placed the baby in his mother's arms. "You were my hands tonight," he said. "You protected the innocent when no one else could." From that day on, Kitty was no longer a wanderer. He had a home, a family, and a purpose. But more than that, he had a bond with Jesus, an invisible thread of love, faith, and courage that would never break. And whenever the village faced trouble again, they knew Kitty would be there, and Jesus too, watching with love. Woof sparkle.